keep their own names.
I guess they could, but usually out of respect, they usually name themselves after saints or highly religious people within the Catholic Church over the years.
No, if anybody,
That's why you have John the 23rd, or Pope Paul the Sixth.
I know, I still just that's if that's true, that's great. I just don't know if that's what it is. It sounds very
Well,
logical.
what name
though.
would you choose?
Pope Felix,
Pope Felix the what?
the first. What do you mean? There was never one before like me, and there'll never be one like
That's
me afterwards.
very true. Very true.
They'll take it for what it's worth, which is probably nothing, but still, it's the way it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, nobody has anything to say about the Pope?
Well, give him a chance. It's only been 15 minutes so far.
Feels like
Maybe they're busy watching him.
Feels like it's been an hour already.
They're watching. Yeah, I know. I feel like it's been reruns.
Yeah.
They're watching all the things that happened during the course of the day.
While we're waiting to get a call about the Pope, let's talk about Boehner.
What a bombshell that was.
Yeah.
Out of for people like ourselves who, aren't that attuned to his political. Well, no, we all know. Let's face it, we all know his leanings and everything. But the Tea Party has made it so difficult for the Republican Party to get anything accomplished, and he just woke up like I did one day, and I said, "What do I need this crap?"
But the interesting thing was. It was done between two of the Pope's speeches. I don't know if anybody saw the Pope talking to the Congress, and Boehner was crying and all that. And then after that, he quit.
Well, I understand he had. I think he had a meeting with the Pope as Speaker of the House. Okay, and. Maybe the Pope's message resonated with him.
I mean, he says, how could I support a party that doesn't support
the poor and try to uplift the dignity of man? Now, the problem
climate control.
I don't know if we go that far, but the problem is, these are things that Obama has been standing for the last 6-7 years.
That's what I said in my caption. Clinton, Obama, they sound like the Pope, except for the social, his social views.
Yeah, but the Pope, did the Pope quote Clinton? Say, I did not have sex with that woman? That would be sacrilegious.
Yeah, why? If you didn't have sex with her?
Well, just talking about it.
Oh, one of the things that I love that the Pope said, and when he was done with the speech, he says at the end of the speech, he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, please pray for me, and for those who are not of the faith, wish me well." I thought that was a great
because
ending.
His task is it's a tremendous task. To travel the way he is now, and to try to spread the message. The people may agree. This is what they said on the news shows. The people agree about uplifting people and the dignity of man, but then when the Pope leaves and Congress goes back into session, reality sets in, and we'll see how much actually is accomplished. And that's probably why Boehner is resigning, because he can't unite the Republican Party. He can't seem to get things passed because the Tea Party people just won't budge. They're extremely conservative all the way over to the right. They want to change Congress. And he's trying to work within the structure of what we have, as it's always been done in the past. But he also has to speak the party line. So he's got this dichotomy within himself, this struggle within himself, this dilemma. He has his own moral dilemma.
Yes.
I mean, one thing you can't take away from Boehner, he came from humble beginnings, part of a very religious, rather large family, 5 siblings, something like that. After school, he would wash the floor in the family bar, the whole thing,
Yeah.
and all that. So he didn't come from money. He didn't come from a wealthy family. He didn't come from a highly educated family. He went to college, or he went to school at night for part of the time. And look what he's become. Look, I don't agree with a lot of things that he stands for, but I mean, the man is a self-made, accomplished person.
He is. And you know what? Now it's time to make some real money.
Well, let's see what he does. I know you're leaning toward becoming a lobbyist, and that's where the money is. But see, that would go against his grain, though, because he's not that kind of person. At least I don't think so. I think if he was literally going to go out now because of the message that the Pope said, then he would try to work to improve the dignity of man, the poor. Okay.
Well, again, we don't know why he's quitting, but just the timing is weird.
But
a lot of speculation.
When he did say, "I just got up and I decided this is what I want to do," I remember when I was. Many of you who listen to me from the beginning know that I had a botched surgery 6 years ago, and I went into respiratory distress, and I was without oxygen for 6 minutes, and they weren't sure if I was going to be a vegetable.
Well, you are.
I'm a green vegetable.
You're an asparagus.
That's right. Might as well be an expensive vegetable, And I found it difficult going back to work after that, so I retired at 55. I see doctors every 2 to 3 months. They keep checking me out. Thank God I'm okay, knock wood. But
when? Oh.
Yeah, I think that nurse is here for you.
Okay.
Okay. But I was sort of forced into it, is what I'm saying. So, I mean, I got up one day and I said, I think I'm going to put in my papers. And I did. This is not fun anymore. And I've always been a firm believer that when a job stops being fun, when you are no longer in control and a job stops being fun, it's time to throw in the towel. If you can. Okay, I know many people feel that they would like to, but because of the downturn in the economy in 2007 through 2009 and 10, when Obama was trying to build up the economy, when we were losing 500,000 jobs a month, people lost their savings, they lost their college funds for their children.
30% of the people,
and not to mention their jobs or their homes.
And 30% of the people lost their pension plans.
Well, that's right, because the pension plans went bust.
Or they used their money that they had.
Yeah.
To keep them going.
So let us know how you feel out there about the Pope's visit, about John Boehner. Be interesting to see if there will be some sort of a change in the shape of the Republican Party. I don't think so.
Well, the conservatives say there won't be any change. Who's the next guy in line? McCarthy or something?
They're talking about McCarthy, yeah, from California.
So, I understand he's the same as Boehner.
They're saying that McCarthy at least returns your phone call. That's the difference. Boehner of late has not been returning phone calls because he was so disgusted trying to get things done. And I think toward the beginning, I think he was actually trying to work with Obama but his party just stood in the way, and they didn't want to give him anything, Obama. So what can you say? Let's just leave it at that. He was almost like Don Quixote. He was fighting against windmills.
Okay, we got an answer. The answer to
What
the
was the
question,
question?
why does Pope take a saint's name, is because the first Pope was Saint Peter.
Yeah, but he didn't take his. He kept his own name.
Because he was a saint. Yeah, but he was the first Pope. He was a saint. Okay.
Oh, he could have said, "I'm Pope Jesus." Really.
Oh, that's probably bad.
How about this question? Throw it out there for our audience.
Go ahead. What's the question?
Jesus was born a Jew.
Right?
What religion was he when he was crucified?
A Jew.
Why don't you shut up? I didn't want you to answer.
Oh.
This was being thrown out to our audience.
Oh.
I mean, you're a reverend. I would expect that you would know.
Sorry about that.
But you would be surprised how many people
Think he was Catholic.
especially in the Bible Belt. Okay, a minister was traveling with his mother in the car, and he happened to say something about Jesus being born of Jewish heritage. And his mother said, no, he wasn't. He was Catholic. That's as stupid as Michelle Bachmann saying that the Bible was written in English.
It was. It was written in English. It was written in a lot of languages.
Originally.
Originally?
Like English didn't even exist.
Okay, we got a caller.
I can't see that far. Is it a familiar number?
I think so.
Hello, Chad.
No, not Chad.
Who?
Hello?
Hi.
Elisa.
Oh, Elisa, how are you?
How are you?
I'm very well, very well.
You sound, if I might say, terrible.
No, I'm good. Today was a very good day. Today's 6 months today I had my surgery, so I'm very well.
Is the Crohn's giving you a hard time now?
No, I mean, again, I have my days where it bothers me, but not as much since I've been taking the shots.
All right.
Well, that's good. It means they're working.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see the doctor on the 28th of next month. So we shall see what he says.
Well, now that listen, have you tried to see the Pope anywhere except for TV?
I wanted to go into the city and see him, but it was just sheer mayhem, and I knew it was going to be mayhem. So
Oh yeah.
the best seat in the house really is in your own home watching it
that's
on
right.
TV,
Yeah.
unless of course if you had a ticket to go tonight. I mean, that I really wish I did. As a matter of fact, as I'm watching the Mass tonight, my friend's mother was actually on TV. You see her with the Pope. I mean, it was amazing.
So what do you think of the Pope now after seeing him going like this for the last couple of days?
I've always liked him. I mean, I've always had, I guess, feelings for him. Not feelings for him, but I mean, he's a very powerful man. I really like this guy. I like his views.
Right.
I like him. I like him as a person. He's funny. I mean, there were a few times where he cracked some jokes. I never thought that another person can fill the shoes as Pope John II. I really liked him the best. But this guy, he's right up there. And I don't know if anybody could ever fill